military honor, there will be the plan of TAPS. We're going to request that those of you that may have served in the military or may be currently in the military, that during the plan of TAPS, that you stand, face the front, and render the hand salute. Also, just to doing the plan of TAPS that we need to
busy place here. We have a short amount of time. I would like to speak a short amount of words for my father, and then I would like to open up the floor for anybody else that would like to speak. I'll be just a few minutes. I've been asked to speak at a number of funerals in the last 6 months, friends in my community. This is way different. I apologize in advance if I have some emotional time of break in my speech here. So it's a sacred, once-in-a-lifetime experience. to be present at the funeral of one's father. I'm here today to speak about my father and to honor his life. Doreston Johnson, known by many as John Johnson. My father was a driven and steadfast person. My father was an absolute success in his life. My father was dedicated to his family, his community, and his friends. My father was a trustworthy and honest man. As most of you know, my father grew up in poverty in rural Louisiana in the Bayou country. And when he was pretty young, probably about the age of 12, he made a deep commitment to get out of Louisiana, get an education, and make enough money so he would never have to worry, or his family would never have to worry again about where their next meal came from. And he did all of those things. Certainly a big part of my father's life was his work. He was successful in his work in a way that was profound. And the reason that he was successful, the reasons that he was successful was, number one, he worked his ass off. Number two, he inspired in his clients a trustworthiness. He never lied to make a sale. He was straightforward and humble. He had an uncanny ability to read people, and he knew when to speak and when to shut up and listen. And he honored his clients and their lives. As you all have experienced, my father had an ability to make people feel good about themselves. He honored and cared about others, and therefore was honored and cared for himself. I feel very lucky and deeply blessed to have had him as my father. Growing up, I never had to worry about a roof over my head or worry about my next meal because of my father's support. I received a great education that has served my whole life because of my father's support. I learned from my dad what it is to be dedicated to my own commitments and be as steadfast in that dedication as he was. Because of these qualities and gifts that my father exhibited and passed on to me, I now live a very idyllic life full of love and joy. I have a beautiful life partner who's not here today because she's in Philadelphia dealing with the passing of her own mother. I'm able to honor and support my friends, my family, and I too have clients that depend on me, and I treat them with the same respect that my father did his clients. I also feel fortunate and blessed to have come to a place in my life that I was able to spend the last few years visiting my parents every month and deepening my connection with my father and mother, developing a deeper trust and love between us. I'm lucky too that my father lived as long as he did so that we could really get to know each other and have a quality relationship. I love my father. I miss my father. My father was a true warrior. I believe that it is a true test of any man's mettle when he is dedicated to making money and at the same time never wavers in his commitment to honesty and integrity. Thank you, Dad. I miss you, I love you, and I respect you more than you'll ever know. Thank you. And if there's anybody else who would like to get up and speak, there's a few more minutes. Would you like to?
Wanted to tell everyone how much I enjoyed knowing John for over 40 years. He was a fabulous friend, a great mentor, and like Rick said, a real taskmaster and a great, great salesman. I learned a tremendous amount from him over the years. I'm going to miss our weekly Mexican lunches together that we always had almost religiously until probably the last year and a half, 2 years, when his health and legs wouldn't hold out as much. And I was fortunate to have a very long conversation while my wife was shopping the Sunday before he passed. And I guess we spent a little over an hour catching up on stuff like we usually did at least once a week. And so anyway, John, I'm going to miss you. And Marge, I hope everything goes well for you, because it's a very sad day for you here, you know. And I know how much he meant to you and how much you meant to him. Okay? Thank you.
Doreston was a Swiss.
That was the last name, Doreston.
No, you just pronounced it.
No, that was
Yes, you did.
no.
I'll have to get back though. You know, if there wasn't any witnesses, I'd dump you.